Good morning. I'm meteorologist Dave Epstein. It is Thursday, the 5th of March. Let's get to the weather wisdom for today. Got that moon out there this morning, so we will see a little bit of fading sunshine during the day today. We have a frontal boundary which is going to be draped across southern New England. It's going to allow a little ribbon of moisture to move along it. At the same time, colder air is going to be moving down from the north, where it is quite cold, below zero up in southern portions of Canada, north of Maine. And it's going to be in the 70s in the Atlantic. I talked about this big contrast over the eastern United States yesterday. And so as this ribbon of moisture rides the frontal boundary, the contrast, which creates the lift, two temperature contrasts create lift like that, we're going to see precipitation. So this afternoon, we'll see a little bit of rain move in. It's likely to be rain this afternoon with temperatures in the 30s, but there may be a few sleet pellets mixed in, especially away from the coastline as you're driving home this evening and putting the wipers on. That precipitation fairly light at that point. You may notice some of those sleet pellets mixing in. You might even see a wet, sloppy snowflake if you're up around the Route 2 area into southern Maine, New Hampshire. Mostly rain south of Boston. And then overnight tonight, as the colder air drains in, we're going to see a mix of sleet, freezing rain, and even some snow. In terms of accumulation, it looks like we'll see a few hundredths of an inch of freezing rain in some areas away from the coastline, or sleet. It's a real marginal situation as to what we see coming out of the sky. Basically what happens is that snowflake being manufactured in the cloud is going to go through a warm layer and melt, and then the question is, does it have enough time to refreeze into a little ball of ice called sleet, or does it hit the ground liquid and then freeze, called freezing rain? None of that stuff is hail, by the way. The little sleet pellet is not hail, it's sleet. If the warm layer above gets eroded out, then what we'll see is snow. So if that snowflake falls out of the cloud and goes through just a tiny bit of warmth and doesn't melt, it comes down as snow, and that can happen with bigger flakes. So that's why we've got this mix. The best chance to see any snow will, again, be in the favorite area for this winter anyway, over northeastern Mass, Essex County, in that area. Best chance for pure rain will be south of Boston, and in the middle we've got that mixed bag. So I can't tell you exactly what you're going to see in your town, but tomorrow morning you should expect to see, again, Boston, Mass Pike, north. You should expect to see some accumulation of ice or sleet on the ground, and further north a little bit of snow, especially into southern New Hampshire and southern Maine. Could be an inch or two if the profile for the precipitation gets cold enough to see that snow. It's out of here tomorrow morning between roughly 6 and 8 a.m. It may lighten up a little bit earlier than that. That gives the crews a chance to put down the salt and the sand and all that. So some delays for schools are definitely a probability away from the coastline because the precipitation will be ending and it's not going to be that heavy. Most areas should be able to get their kids into school tomorrow. Then we clear out toward the weekend in terms of precipitation, but what about cloud cover? Clouds are going to hang tough on Saturday. Temperatures only in the 40s on that day. We may nudge 50 south of Boston. And then Sunday, do we stay on the cool side or do we bust into the warm side? A lot of the models are keeping it cool, which means 40s, chilly with clearing skies. Some models try to bring in the warm air, which means 50s. And this is what I call bust season, because depending on where that boundary sets up, you can go outside and be like, wait, they said it was going to be 55 and it's 38. Or you go outside and it's 55 and you say, wait, they said it was going to be 38. So I'm going to play it in the 40s for Sunday for now. I may up those temperatures tomorrow depending on how things look. Some forecasts on your smartphone may say 55, and that could happen. But right now, I think the colder air is going to win out as of now. So I'm going to play it colder. Might have to change it, though. And then early next week, we're going to really warm up. I do think we see 60 degrees at some point, maybe Monday or Tuesday of next week, for some more melting around here of these big snowbanks. Have a great day, everybody.